Namaste. Good morning. Thank you for joining practice today. Please, as always, practice according to your conditions and your abilities. Respect your limitations. Sometimes the real practice is to know when you are giving the best that you can without going too far, without putting yourself to a place of pain and suffering. Because how we're feeling is to an extent affecting everybody. So we want to transmit the best of the best always to all beings. So keep that in mind as you practice today. So let's begin. Sit tall and straight. Close the eyes and bring the attention inward. Before creation, what existed? God was always there in the midst of it all, and will still be there even beyond the ends of this universe. Attune your mind to that supreme divine consciousness that is within and all around. Fix your mind on that alone. Rest your thoughts in that alone. In God you will live hereafter. Of this, there is no doubt. Om Namah Shivaya mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 I am not this body is not me. 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 Om Namah Shivaya. 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 I am neither body nor mind, immortal self am I. I am neither body nor mind, immortal self am I. I am neither body nor mind, immortal self am I. I am neither body nor mind, immortal self am I. Om Namah Shivaya. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we acquire the intellect to attain that knowledge. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even better than meditation, more powerful and more meaningful, renounce all the fruits. Think of this as your divine obligation to all beings everywhere. Do it simply because it must be done. Let's start off by establishing ourselves deeply in the divine that is within. In the center of the chest and right side of the physical heart is where the residing place of God is, the spiritual heart. Bring the arms up now, the palms slightly turned up from the fingertips. Inhale down through the arms, the best of the best, right into the spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it all in the center, in the spiritual heart. Hold the attention to the breath there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out to the arms. Just the breath leaves. Everything that you pulled in stays within. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale down everything you need through the arms right into the heart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, hold everything there and the breath and the attention as well at the spiritual heart. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, inhale the breath down through the arms. It's like a direct path to God who resides in the spiritual heart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it again in the spiritual heart. Make an offering of everything that you brought in to God who's there always. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down now. Let's do color breathing or sound breathing. This helps not only to help the voice, but it increases our aura, which is our protection against negative energy that's directed towards us, whether it's intentional or unintentional. So think of it as a big force field. You can imagine this big bubble surrounding you that's full of colors. And when you direct your attention, we're going to be directing our attention to different areas of the body and imagine a color flooding that area. Your attention is like a magnet. It will attract all the prana there, all the vital force. And if you bring in its attention of healing, it will bring healing there as well. So direct it not only to your own self, but to all beings everywhere as well, so that they can also enjoy the benefits. So hands can stay in Jnana Mudra, the Mudra consciousness on the knees. Just allow the sound to ride the breath. And imagine, again, all beings are experiencing the vibrations or feeling the vibrations through you. Do it for all. Bring the attention to the lower 3 chakras located in the base of the spine, the sacral area where the reproductive organs are, and the navel. They're so close together, so we can just concentrate on that whole area at the same time and color that whole area with red. The sound is ah. Inhale. Next, go to the heart. The color is green. We're trying to bring about physical, emotional, spiritual healing of the heart. The sound is you, a higher pitch this time. Inhale. just leave a little bit of space after each seed mantra, after each color and sound, in order to allow the vibrations to really integrate. Now the base of the throat, the color is blue, the sound is so. Remember that intentions are often expressed through words. We want to make sure the words are coming from a place of truth, but in a truth that is delivered in a compassionate way always. Take a deep breath in. Sound so again, color blue. So. Next, the space between the eyebrows, the center of the forebrow. The color is another shade of blue, different from the one we just pictured for the throats. The sound is E. This helps the sinuses. This is also where the pituitary gland is in this area. And when you stimulate that gland, it regulates the whole body. It's like the hub of the whole endocrine system. So bring your attention there. Take a deep breath in. Next, we're going to go to the third eye again, the center of the forebrow, which is about the height of the base of the brain. And then the sound is sun, S-U-N. Concentrate on the latter part of the sound. It produces vibrations that you can imagine are strong enough to dislodge all the impurities from wherever they're residing in a body. Eventually, they be carried out to the bloodstream and then out to the body entirely. The color is indigo. Take a deep breath in. Sun. Now the crown. The crown, the color is violet. The sound is sum, S-U-M. Concentrate again on the latter part of the sound that produces vibrations, and the vibrations of that sound, those vibrations and the lips pressing together will help to create mental sharpness. Why that is important is that it improves our discernment. It allows us to understand what is real, to distinguish what is real from what is not real. Ultimately, it helps us to understand our true nature, which is the highest form of knowledge, the most important knowledge. It frees us ultimately from pain and suffering. So the crown is the attention point, the color violet. Take a deep breath in. Take a moment to observe the state of the body, the mind, and the emotions. Have no expectation as to what you should or should not observe. Have no attachment to any results. Just be the witness, watching everything. And throughout the practice, try to continue to tap into that divine witness as within the eternal witness, which is actionless, unaffected by whatever the body, the mind, and the emotions are experiencing or passing through. The true self is eternal, infinite, immutable. And we try to see that and feel our presence in all forms. So now let's honor all the forms because each form is a Lord simply. Let's come to standing. So we'll start off some warm-ups. As always, prepare the body for the practice. So move the joints with vigor and enthusiasm. Start to roll the head in circles. When the guru, you're trying to do the practice as a way to pay homage to the guru who is within. And when the guru senses the enthusiasm of the student, they're more apt to share the knowledge with them. Now go in the opposite direction. Ears to the shoulders, chin to the chest, back of the head to the top of the back. Right arm spins backwards. Go forward. If you can, move the arm fast as you can, according to your joints, of course. You can use your left hand if you need to support your shoulder. And then the other arm, you can also turn the body a little bit to help to release if it's too much. Okay. And then go forward. Bring both arms over the head. Take hold of the opposite elbows, bend to the left, bounce a few times, then go to the other side. Try not to make folds in the waist and the underside of the body. Go to the left. Push the hips and ribs out the opposite side of where you're bending. And then to the left again. Maybe 2 bounces on each side. Eventually going from side to side. Come back to the center. Little circles over the head. Head, neck, and shoulders mostly moving at first. But then we gradually add in the chest and the upper back into the movement. And then if you feel apt to do so, you can circle the whole trunk. Use the momentum of the downswing to carry you through the circle smoothly and swiftly. Come all the way back up. Go in the opposite direction now. Start again. Little circles, arms squeezing the ears. Gradually getting larger and larger. Remember, all beings are experiencing this through you. So practice in a way that feels good to you, of course. And then the whole torso swings down. And then coming all the way back up. Bring the arms down now. Shake out the wrists. Move the fingers very, very rapidly from side to side. Like in no control over the hands are moving all by themselves. Then up and down like the wings of a hummingbird. The fingers are going so fast that they disappear, the fingertips. Good. Now the arms by sides of the body. Continue to shake. Now the trunk, the shoulders, the head flying in all directions. The arms like heavy ropes. And then come back to the center. Good. Next one. Zulu jumping. Arms by sides of the body. Jump up and down. If you stay in the mindset of a child, you'll always be happy. If you can't, if you have any knee or ankle issues, you can just lift your heels. Just push off the roots of your toes. But if you can, get nice and high. You can do anything you like here. Jump in semicircles. Jump in full rounds. A few more. And then conclude. Take a deep breath in. Imagine you're drawing the earth's energy up through the soles of your feet, right up to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Feel recharged, feel rejuvenated. Now, arms out to the side. If you need to, you can bring your left hand on a wall. Right leg swings back and forth like a pendulum. Watch your toes, bend your toes back. And then the other leg. Try to get your knee to the shoulder, the toes to the back of the head. And then conclude. Feet back together, arms by sides of the body. Coming up on the count of 6. Inhale. 2, 3. Lift the heels. 4, 5, 6. And come back down. 2, 3. Try not to allow the heels to hit the ground heavily. 6. Inhale, come up. 2, 3. Charge the legs and the core muscles. 5, 6. And back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Graceful movements. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tip the head down on the chest in a gesture of humbleness. And stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Let go of all expectations, for these are simply a form of mental attachment that ultimately leads us, again, to a place of restlessness and discontent. So let's come to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskara. Do the practice with all beings. Imagine we're all together physically, moving like a school of fish. Stay in the collective consciousness of offering. Raise your arms up over the head, arch back. Come down. Bend your knees if you need to bring your hands flat on the ground. Right foot back. Lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Into the high plank. The knees go down, the seat goes all the way back. Glide between the arms. Brush the nose as you're coming forward. Roll the shoulders down. Keep the neck long so the head can go back even more. And then take the seat back. Come forward again. Maybe the first few times you don't go to the full extent. Just keep moving in accordance with how the body feels. Take the seat back. Come forward again. Arch the back. Take the head back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the seat. Allow the head to go down. Soften the line in the back. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands. If you like, you can bring your left knee down and use the right hand, if you need to push a foot forward between your hands. And then the feet together, chest on the thighs, or belly on your thighs, head down. Come up to standing, reach up and back. And come back home, hands to the heart. Reach up again. Don't worry about the breath, but try to move in a way that allows the breath to remain steady and uniform. Left foot back. The breath will then deliver more power and ease and grace the movements. High plank, knees down, the seat goes back. Come forward. Drag your body between your arms. The chest all the way open, the shoulders back. 2 more times. Take the seats back, come forward. Creep like a snake moving through the grass. And then coiling majestically. Take the seat back. Try to put yourself in the body of that to which you're representing. Merge with the form. Bhujangasana. Be like a serpent. Wise, fierce, magnificent, and powerful. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come all the way up to standing. Reach up and back. And hands back. Stretch the whole front of the bodies. Go up and back. Engage the buttocks and the upper back muscles to support you. And fold forward, Uttanasana. Right foot back. Into the plank. Knees down. The seat back again. Glide forward. Blessed are those who can imitate the forms physically. Copy them. To copy the movements of the snake. Take the seat back. Come forward. Twice blessed are those who can imitate the forms physically and mentally. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless. Embody those characteristics. Take the seat back. Come forward. 3 times blessed are those who can imitate them on all levels. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Remember, God is within each and every being. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together. Bow down. Come right up to standing. Reach up and back. And then coming back home, always to the heart. Raise your arms up. Infuse all the movements with love and devotion and compassion. Uttanasana. Left foot back. Into the plank. Down go with the knees. The seat goes back. And then again, glide forward 3 times. see yourself in a practice you're trying to attain. With constant practice, with anger, determination, adherence to the ethical rules especially, everything is coming. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Make like a dog stretching its back. If you're flexible, touch your forehead to the ground. And then the left foot forward. So try to place a foot lightly. So no big heavy thumps on the ground. Move your shoulders forward over your fingertips so the foot lands softly. Uttanasana, feet together. And then up again. Klanamasana. Raise your arms up. Keep on going. Move forward in every sense, not only physically, but mentally and especially spiritually. Have a strong desire to evolve into the high plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. This time as you come between your hands, push into your hands and lift the hips and knees away from the ground. Bend the toes under. Upward facing dog. Push your shoulders back. Pulse a little bit. Push back through the heels like you're trying to get them to the ground. Look like a dog howling at the moon. Back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here again, bounce. Try to get your belly against the thighs, the chest down. Try not to bend the arms. Curve your back though. See if you can get your heels to the ground as well. And then the right foot comes forward to the hands. Feet together. Bow down as though in humbleness. And come back up again. Surrender yourself to the divine grace. Every posture has a certain consciousness. Try to imagine what it is and tap into it. Reach up and back. Lie down. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch your body move with even more power, grace, and ease. So, with the left foot back, we then bring the right foot back to meet it. Knees, chest, forehead down. Ashtanga Namaskara. Go to upward facing dog. Push into your hands. Lift the hips and knees away from the ground. Try not to lose your neck. Drop your shoulders down. Push the shoulders back. Upward facing dog. So let's move between upper and downward 3 times. Round your back, tuck your chin, push your belly button into front of the spine, and then sink your heart down. Try to get your forehead to the ground, below the arms, and come forward again. Roll over your toes, tuck the tail, the hips come between your hands, chest forward. If you need to keep your legs on the ground, that's okay. And then back the other way. Drop your head down below the arms. Work the shoulders, roll over your toes one more time. Chest all the way forward in front of your arms, back the other way. Push the heart between your shoulder blades. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay there again. Try to get your heels down. Look like a dog stretching its back, and most importantly, embody the quality of loyalty, just like a dog is loyal to its master. Be loyal to the service, to serving others. Now, left foot comes forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Try to get your seat right over your heels. Push your body against your thighs. Come right up to standing. And back home. Let's add on now. Raise your arms up. As you go down, bend your knees. Your belly lands on your thighs. Join your hands if you can. And pull them all the way up off your back, over your shoulders. Forehead to the shins if your legs are perfectly straight. The right foot goes back. Back knee down, swing your hands all the way up and back, Kapiyasana. Try to get your arms behind the head, drop your shoulders down, push your lower back up and in. And then break the pose. Come back into high plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. If you want, you can even do Chaturanga. Come down in one line from the heels to the top of the head, hovering above the ground. Through into upward facing dog. Modify as you need to. You can do Cobra instead. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now the right leg comes up. Eka Pada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the left heel, lift the right foot up higher, and see if you can get your head down, and then see if you can drop your left heel back down to the ground. Now pick up your head, bring the right foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat again, right against the front heel. Reach up and back. Open up the shoulders, drop your shoulders down. Head goes back a little bit more. And then break the pose. Belly on your thighs, join your hands behind the back if you can. Left foot comes forward to meet the right. Hold the breath as you make the transition so the foot doesn't land a big heavy thump. Uttanasana. Come all the way up to standing, reach up over the head. And then back down. Go up again. And go down. See if you can slide your belly further down the legs so the chest eventually,
You're trying to get the chest below the knees, forehead to your shins. Again, if your legs are straight, but if your body starts to detach from the legs, just keep your knees bent. Now the left foot goes back. Back knee down, Kapayasana. Reach up, drop your shoulders back, and pull your arms back. Allow the head to go back. Lean away from the front leg. And then break the pose. Come right back into the high plank. Any entry like into upward facing dog or cobra. Do according to your abilities and your strength. And work your joints, of course. Shoulders back, head back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now the left leg goes up. Lift it as high as you can. Lift the right heel. And see if you can bring your head down to the ground. Now see if you can bring the right heel back down. Feel a stretch in the back of the leg. The left foot comes even higher if you can. Break. Head comes up the mat. Move the shoulders forward. The left foot comes between your hands. Drop your seat against the front heel. Hands up and reach back. Drop your shoulders down. Radiate your light from within like this, like the moon reflects the light of the sun. Stretch. And then break the pose. Swing your hands behind the back. The right foot comes in to meet the left. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And then back home. Pranayama. Go up and back again. Stretch the whole front of the body. Fold the body down in half. Belly on your thighs. Tilt the seat up. Try to get your legs straighter. The top of the head almost touching your feet. The right foot back. Kapayasana. Reach your arms back. Lean away from the front leg. Curve your body from the toes all the way to the fingertips. A nice, beautiful, unbroken curve. Now break the pose. Bring the hands down. You can do any of the entries into upward facing dog, or if you like, swing your left leg all the way up and back. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come forward with your leg up in high plank, shoulders over the fingertips, so you can lower your chest down first. Push your elbows into the side spine, turn the fingers out. You have to push through with your toes to control descent. If you need to, your knee can come down at the same time as your chest is lowering. Then into upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. The right leg up and send it between the hands. Back knee down. Transition seamlessly between the forms like you're doing a divine dance devotion. Reach back. Good. Open yourself up to divine grace. Swing your hands behind the back. Hold the breath. So again, you can take your left foot forward silently. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Imagine you're a shapeshifter moving between the forms effortlessly, fluidly. Hands back to the heart. And like in your dreams, silently, reach up and back. Fold forward. Remember that this is an expression of love towards the guru within, so you try to make it as beautiful as possible. Left foot goes back. Kapayasana. Reach up and back. Every posture a divine gift. And then take your hands down. Again, you can come back into plank and do Ashtanga Namaskara, or swing your right leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Come forward, shoulders over the fingertips, elbows over the wrist, turn your fingers out again, come down, push through the heel of the left foot and the base of the toes. And then right through to upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg goes up. And then bring the foot between the hands. Coil inwards, left foot comes down, seat right behind the heel, go up and back with your arms behind your head if you can. So keep working your shoulders. Then swing your hands back behind you, hold the breath, belly on your thighs, the right foot comes to meet the left foot. Uttanasana. Close the gap between your belly and your thighs, maybe your chest moves down further. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And then come back home. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale the love from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine the love going out to all beings everywhere, like the sun that shines down on everything equally. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine, unconditional love for all. And release. Have the Same equal amount of reverence for all forms. So let's try some balance sequences now. Standing on the left foot first, bring the right foot up if you can. Hold the heel. If you're having trouble balancing, you can stand against the wall, or you can bring your left hand to a wall. The foot goes out. Straighten the leg if you can. If you're having trouble straightening, you can also hold underneath the knee if you don't have too much flexibility. More flexible though, try to get your leg up higher. The toes and the fingers on the same line. So maybe it looks like a letter T, maybe like a letter Y. Very flexible. Practitioners can do other poses. Perhaps you can take your leg in front, take the foot on the outside with your left hand, and bring the leg right up, close to the shoulder, close to the head. Good. Now release the foot, come back down. Try it on the other side. Shift your weight onto the right foot, anchor down firmly to the right foot, and then repeat with your left leg. Out to the side, whatever height. That will allow the fingers and toes to stay at the same line. If you flex the foot a little bit, it helps with the balance. You can look up if you find the balance. Push through the base of the toes. Again, if you want to take other variations, if you're flexible, take your foot in. Left hand underneath the heel, right hand all over the foot and to the outside of the foot, and bring the leg up right beside your head. Wherever you are is perfect. Just keep trying. If you fall out of the pose, come right back up. Never stop trying. Break the pose. Come back down. Charge the body, turn the palms forward. Inhale, Abhasabhas. In through this, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout your body. Send it to all beings at the same time. Good. Now we're going to come to the back of the mat. So different levels. Bend your knees, starting off with the hummingbird. Very small little birds. Belly on your thighs. You can take your fingertips on either side of the mat. Right foot slides back and bring the right knee up as high as you can. But keep your belly on your thighs. And then take your hands up off the mat if you can, from your shoulders, maybe over your head. Good. You can stay here now, or extend your right leg now and bring your arms out to the side like the wings of an eagle. Bring your belly off the thigh a little bit. Push your shoulders back. See if you can curve your back. Try to get your foot to come higher than the hip, the head about the height of the knee. You have to see it in your mind, that eagle soaring, skimming on the surface of the ocean, and then perhaps the body will obey. Realize what you see with your body. Now, bring your hands down, bend your knee if you need to. If you have flexibility, keep your legs straight and bring your leg up higher. The left hand comes to the foot. On the outside of the foot, the index finger presses against the heel. Belly can, if you're having trouble keeping your belly to your side, bend your left knee. And bring your right hand right in close to your foot. Try to get all but just the index finger off the ground. Look just beyond your toes. If you can, bring your right hand to the foot as well, inside of the heel, index finger, pressing into it. Good. If you need to, just keep your right hand on the ground, but then so you can push your right knee up if you can't get your legs straight as high as you can. And bring the right foot back down. Step on your heels. Step your heels into your hands. Pull on the heels, but at the same time, keep pressing down into your palms. Lift your seat. See if you can get your shoulders right on the knees. The forehead maybe on the shins. Now release and make your way up. Keep your head heavy and roll your way back up. Take a deep breath in, bring in the best of the best. All the way up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere again. Start on the other side now. So come back down, the belly on your thighs. This time your belly on your right thigh, your left foot slides back, and bring your left knee up as high as you can. Keep your belly glued to your thigh. Your fingers can stay on the ground in front of the foot on either side, or take your hands up right to the shoulders, maybe over your head if you can. Think of a hummingbird. They're very, very small. Be compact. And you can stay there or open it up. Bring your left leg out, straighter, and then bring your arms out to the side. Imagine you're skimming on the surface of the ocean. You become what you see in your imagination. Merge with the form. Curve your spine if you can. Left foot comes up as high as you can. Now bring your hands back down to the ground. If your knee is bent, if you're doing hummingbird, you can keep your knee bent and push your left knee up. If you have the flexibility, you can keep your legs straight and try to move it all the way up. And then you take the right hand to the foot, belly on your thigh, bend your right knee if you need to. Press the index finger on the outside of the heel. And then see if you can get your left hand closer and closer to the foot until it's right beside it. Come off all but just the index finger. And eventually maybe even bring your left index finger to the inside of the heel. Hip is in line with your heel. Good. Again, reach up a little bit high if you can with your knee or the foot. Oops. And then break the pose. Left foot comes back down. Step your heels into your palms. Push your seat up. If you're flexible, your legs are straight. You bring your forehead right into your right against your shins. And from here, roll your way back up. Good. Charge the body. Turn the palms forward. Inhale. The best again comes right up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere. Keep sharing everything. Ardha Chandrasana. Go back to the back of the mat. Left foot forward. Left fingertips down on the ground. Not too close. Otherwise, it's hard to open up as much. And if you're having trouble opening up, you can, if you need to, bring a block underneath your hand, or you can even do it on your knee if it's having trouble balancing. You can do it from here. You can always find something suitable to your condition. Now open up to the right, bring the right arm up. Stretch, try to get your right foot up higher, point the toes, keep the fingers together. Keep the pose looking pretty. Now take the foot. If you need to, bend your left knee, anchor the left foot down, bring your right knee right in towards your belly, and take hold of the leg close just above the ankle. And push the foot, if you can, away from your seat. So not so much like this. If you can, push your foot away. Open up the chest. It should feel like a bow pose. Stretch the whole front of the body. Now you can stay here. You can keep going if you like. Look forward, press into your left foot, and see if you can come up into dancer. If you want, you can even take your left hand to your foot. I would suggest coming up higher. Bring your heel close to your seat so you can take the foot more easily, and then pushing it back out. Chest open. Through the practice, you find your own tricks. Break the pose, and try it on the other side now. So try to move through the practice undisturbed, like the witness, just observing everything. Stay on the fingertips, lift your palm up off the ground. Your left leg comes up, take your time. It's not a race to come into the pose. Do it gracefully so you can find steadiness. So you try not to make any jerks or loud or aggressive movements, those to bring the mind into a state of disturbance and restlessness. Now take your foot. Again, bend your right knee to anchor the right foot down. Bring your left knee in. Take the leg close to the ankle, just above it. And then push the foot out. If you take your foot, it's a little bit more slippery. So if you can, take your leg. Push your chest forward, your hips forward. Take the foot away from your body, away from the seat. And then you can stay there. You can look forward. Try to get your hip in line with your heel. Bend your right knee. Hold your breath. Take your hand up. Maybe if you like, you can press all the way up, right, into dancer pose. Or standing bow. Come upright again. Bring your heel in towards your seat. And then push your foot away from your body again if you can.
chest forward. Embody the qualities of a dancer. Be poised, magnificent, and graceful. Break the pose. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, imagine lights of every color streaming in through the body, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout to radiate your light from within to all beings. So stand in the middle of the mat now. Separate your feet, jump or walk your feet apart or step your feet apart. Turn to your left, bend your left knee, go down. Make sure your knee's not popping in. So make sure, try to get your knee over your two middle toes. And if you can, if you're flexible, go a little bit lower. If you can get your knee over the foot, then maybe when you swing your arms down, your fingers might touch the ground. Now from here, go up with the arms. Reach up, look between the hands, and then express the most remarkable quality of a warrior, the devotion, the steadfast duty, sense of duty to protect always, to serve always. Now from here, back into, let's stand. Push into your left foot and come to straighten up the left leg. You might need to move your right foot out a little bit to the right, and in a little bit if you need to make sure the heel stays down. Take your hands behind the back, interlace your fingers, lift the chest, allow the head to go back. Now from here, hinge at the hips, come forward. If you need to, you can bend your left knees, you can get your belly on your thigh, but then so you can push your left leg straight again. Push your body into your thighs. Your cheek can rest on the inside of the left shin. Your arms go over the head. Your left hip and the right hip trying to move in line with one another. Now you can stay here or bend your left knee. So take your weight off of your leg a little bit so you can actually bend it. Go to the right a little bit, bend, and then see if you can get your head down beside your foot. Humble warrior. The hip stays on the same line as the knee if you can. And then your head might be able to go lower. If it's too much, lower the right knee down on the ground underneath your hip. And do it from here. So again, any option that allows you to find steadiness and quietness of mind. When the body is steady, then the mind has more of an opportunity to do that. Now, come back up with the head up off the ground. Bring your right knee down. Sink your seat. You can start with your hands on a knee and push your way back away from the leg. Push your lower back up and in first, and then bring your head back. If you feel comfortable to do so, you can bring your arms up or even halfway. Take hold of your opposite elbows and just allow your head to rest in your arms. If you can, though, hands behind the head, hands together, Kali Mudra. Embody the fierceness and fearlessness of Kali. If you have other variations, advanced practitioners, you can go ahead. You can just keep going deeper, trying to get your fingers over the toes. If you have the ability, keep your seat low, bring your right foot up. If you need to, bring your thumb to the right back of the knee, fingers wrap around the outside of the knee. You might be able to guide your foot to your head. And then you can take your hands to your foot if you like. Or swan. Turn to the right. Bring your foot right up to your shoulder. Lean towards the foot. Bring your fingers close to your ear. The forearm upright. So when you take your left hand, that hand will find the right hand more easily. And then push your foot away from your shoulder if you can. Smooth lines all along the line of the arms. Soft curves. Break the pose. Bring the foot down. The advanced poses mean nothing if you don't offer them up. It's the effort that is more important. So even if you do the most basic pose, if you offer it with love, that's more important. Left foot moves out to the edge of the mat and then go back and forth a few times. Just do your best. And then push back to the right heel, lower the knee down. If your hips are low enough, you can fall onto your right forearm
and then roll back to your left. Try to get both sides of your hips equally down. When your hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will follow. So make sure your knees not falling out to the side, nor this type of thing is happening. Okay, so keep your shin straight. Your shoulders should be close to the knee. If you can't, come down on your elbows because your hips are tight. Just stay on your hands, but keep on sinking your hips. Imagine they're made of lead. Imagine there's a big weight sitting on top of your seat. Keep telescoping your head and chest forward. Maybe eventually you'll be able to get lower and lower. Keep lengthening. Then become like the lizard. Be still, fix the gaze. Come back onto the hands. Push your seats back. You can bring the right foot in a little bit to your left. Lift the toes up on the front leg, right foot, left foot, and then come down. Belly on the thighs. Ardha Hanumanasana. Your hip in line with your knee. Now you can stay here, or if you have good flexibility, you can bring your hips forward and start to slide your left heel. Bring the right foot back in line with your your right knee, and then see if you can bounce. So don't go too hard and too fast again. Try to move your hands back so they're beside your hips. If you need to use blocks, you can, but try as much as possible to work the pose on your own without using props, and you don't get too dependent on them. Okay? If you're all the way down, you can bring your hands to the heart, or maybe over the head, and embody the faith and the courage and the devotion of Hanuman. The most loyal servant. Good. Break the pose. From here, press into your fingertips. Slide your left foot back. Your legs should look like a box when you come back upright. So the left leg like a right angle, bend the toes under the back foot. If you can lift your foot up easily, it's well placed. Parivrita Pashvakonasana, right arm up. Angle the toe and the knee towards the right in the same line. Push anchor in place with your left hand. And then take your arm down. If you can get your armpit on the outside of the knee, even better. Left hand on the top of the right. Push hard downward. At the same time, bring the body up. And then the hands will come at about the height of the heart if you're both the torso and the hands are moving. Otherwise, you kind of stay like this and you're trapped behind your leg. So keep on moving your hands down as the belly comes up, send the chest comes to your heart, to your thumbs. Left shoulder goes all the way back. Your wrists and your elbows in the same line. If you want, hold your breath, lift the back knee up off the ground. If you have a bind, you can go ahead. You can do this with either the knee down or up. They both have their advantages of trying to get into the pose. You have more space underneath your leg to get your arm underneath in this one, and then your left arm goes over your back and join your hands together. But you have to keep the balance. Push through the base of the toes and the heel. Break the pose, come back to face the long edge of the mat, and come back up. Good. So now we're going to go to the other side, go to the right. I'm going to turn around this way. If you need to turn around 180 degrees, then do so. Go to the right now. Look over the front hand. Be strong and steady like the warrior. Bring the left arm up. Form is important. We want to try to find the shape as best as we can according to our condition. But what's most important is the effort and the intention of offering. Now from here, press into your front foot, straighten out the front leg. Bring your left foot out to the left a little bit and maybe in so that you can anchor the heel. Pull hands down, open up the palms, lift the chest, allow the head to go back. And now come forward. Try keep your right hip back, your left hip moving forward a little bit. Bend your right knee if you like first to bring your belly on your thigh, but then push your right hip back and see if you can press your front leg straight. Your cheek can rest on the inside of the right shin. You can stay here or take your belly off your thigh, bend your right knee, and go to your left. So you have to, important to push, to bring your belly up, otherwise it's going to be really hard to bend your knee. So bring your body up a little bit, go to your left so that when you come down, you have more freedom. You're not stuck on your shoulders and get caught on the knee. Allow the shoulder to slide to the inside of the right leg. And then bring your left knee down if you need to. Try to get your hip to stay in the height of the knee. Break the pose, bring your head back up, lower the left knee down. You can bring your hands to your knee, push your lower back up and in. Lean away from the leg. Allow the head to fall back, shoulders down. And then you can make your way into Kapiyasana. Hands together, so your hands might be here. Eventually try to pull your arms up. So the arms start at the hips. And then drop your shoulders down. See if you can bring your arms behind the head. Keep moving. Rock your shoulders back and forth. Push your chest all the way up. As Dharmaji sometimes says, pretend you're Mussolini. Big, open, wide chest. And then you can do any variations. You can see if you can take your foot up to your head. Press the thumb into the back of the knee. Wrap your fingers around the outside of the knee and see if you can bring your foot close to the head. If you keep one hand on the ground on the knee, and then you might be able to keep your balance as you try to find your foot with your other hand. You can stay here. Or if you have a swan, if that's more accessible, bring your foot up to your shoulder, fingers close to your ear. Right hand comes around, the fingers are right there. Turn a wrist away and push your foot away from your shoulder. Break the pose. Get ready for lizard. Move the right foot out to the edge of the mat and rock back and forth. You want to move the foot so that the knee stays in the same line as the heel, otherwise your knee will tend to fall out to the side. Good. Push back one more time to the left heel. Lower the knee down, flatten out the toes, and see if your hips are low enough. See if you can fall onto your left forearm, then roll back to the right. And keep on telescoping your chest forward. The more you lengthen, the more the body comes closer to the ground. Eventually, when your hips are down, perhaps the pelvis, the belly, and the chest will come down. Make like a lizard, sunning itself on a warm earth. Put yourself in a mindset of that which you're representing. When they're at ease, you too may find the ease. Feel as though there's a big weight sitting on top of your back in your seat. Sometimes you have to use your imagination to try to achieve the effect. Now break the pose, come back onto the hands. You can bring your left foot in a little bit to the right. Bring the toes up on the right foot and allow your belly to come onto your thigh. Imagine trying to get your chest below the knee or your heart below the knee. You can take hold of the heel if you like. Telescope your chest forward. Imagine trying to get the top of the head right to the foot. If this is too easy for you, Hanumanasana, slide your left foot back in line with your knee, bend the toes under, and start to slide your right foot forward. If you need to move forward so that you're sliding your heel on a slippery surface instead of your mat, go ahead. So again, just pulse in a way, again, that's mindful, so you can get your hips to come down. Push with both heels equally, so one hip doesn't go way for the other. If you're all the way down, you can bring your hands up overhead or to your heart. I like to cross my wrists. Use your imagination to come up with your own beautiful variations. Your creativity is an offering as well. Do the best you can to make it the best offering possible in every sense. I'll break the pose. Push into your fingertips, slide the right foot back. Come upright so that it's like a genuflect. Your head, your shoulders, hip, and knee in the same line. You should be able to lift the right foot up. Go to the right. We'll do it this way again. Ankle, tone the knee towards the left to make room for the arm to come down. And if you have your hands by the shoulder, keep pushing down. Raise the body up at the same time. You have to push against the outside of the knee with your left arm. Center the chest eventually will come behind your thumbs if both parts are moving. And then bring your face and chest to turn upwards. Turn it all the way to the right. If you want to do the bind with your knee down, a little bit easier. You're not challenged by the balance, but you want to really try to get your elbow in the space underneath your leg. Push your seat back, bend your wrists so that your fingers come in towards the inside of the wrist, and turn way towards the right as much as you can. At the same time, allow the hand to pass through underneath your leg, and then the right arm can go under. It doesn't always happen the first time or the first 10 or 15 times. Just keep trying. And then you can bring your left knee up perhaps. If you never try, as Dharmaji says, in 20 years, you might still be in the same place as you are today. Keep up the effort. Break the pose. Let's come back to plank. Side plank. Left hand goes to your right a little bit, spin to the right. Make sure you're not dropping into the shoulder, you're not sinking to the shoulder, your hips are not dropping. If that's happening, just bring your left knee down underneath the knee. So you can do it from here. If you have the full pose, your legs are crossed, keep the left arm extended. Now go back to plank and then go right on the other hand. Hips forward. Make sure you're taking care of your joints. Don't strain them too much. Back into plank. Lower down the knees and sit back. You can either sit on your heels and bring your hands back as far as you can. This is just to soften your knees. Try to keep your thighs together. If you can, however, separate your feet. Bring your seat between your heels and come down. If you can, lower. You might be able to come onto your forearms. You might be able to come right down onto your back. Do according to your abilities. If you're all the way down on your back, you can take hold of your opposite elbows over the head. Now keep, if you can, the thighs moving towards and right, pressing against one another eventually. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, feel everything sinking down, the whole back heavy, sagging from its own weight. Now come back, hands on the heels, press into your elbows, lift your shoulders up, chin into your chest, and come back up. Let's do another round of Vasisthasana. So this time, if you have variations, you can take your knee or the foot, you can go ahead. Or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Let's start off in plank. If you're doing on your knee, you can just do the same thing. Maybe raise your leg, take hold of the foot. So these are options as well. So from plank, go onto your left hand, turn to the right. You can even just float the right leg up. Slide your right toes back. Turn on the left foot at the same time. Toes are facing the same in the same direction as the rest of the leg. Bring your left foot in as much as you need to so you can get your inside edge of the foot down. Your hips all the way up. Your left arm, again, make sure you're not dropping into your shoulder. And then it might be easier to take your right foot up off the ground. Just even practice doing this. If you can, bring your knee right up towards your belly so you can take hold of the knee more easily so you're not reaching, or maybe slide your hand up to the foot. Eventually, it might even look like ballet pose if you take your foot out to the right a little bit. break the pose, come back into your plank, and go right to the other side. Stand in your right hand, turn to your left. See yourself moving gracefully, and then this might translate into your movements. So make sure you turn your foot again. If your foot is too angled, like if it's like more than like if it's like 9 degrees to your leg, that's gonna be hard to bring your left inside, left edge of the foot down, inside edge. You can take hold of the knee, maybe the foot, or you can even go into Urdhva Dhanurasana. If you keep spinning on the heel, the palm of the right hand, eventually your hands and your feet land in the same line. Now, come back the same way. Spin on the right hand, the heel of the palm. Keep your hip high, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Allow the head to go down. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, jump to your hands. Come into a squat. Squat. Bend your knees. I should move back a little bit. But you want to press the backs of the arms into the inside of the thighs. Wrists in line with your elbows. Getting ready for crow or Kakasana or Bakasana. Bakasana, your arms are straight. You bring your knees right into your armpits. Come forward so that your shoulders are over the fingertips. Your shins start in back of the arms, but then you lift your feet up. If you're doing Kakasana, your arms stay bent. You squeeze the arms against the inside of the legs, even close to the ankle, and then your knees stay with your shoulders. Lift your heels. When you're starting off, keep your head higher than the seat, and see if you can bring your shoulders over the fingertips, and see if you can even pull the toes of one foot up off the ground. Just bend your toes back. Hold your breath. Keep pressing your legs against the arms and vice versa. Maybe you can get your other foot up off the ground. Those you want. Forehead down on the ground. Lift your feet all the way up into headstand. And then come back. Land your legs, if you can, back on your arms. Hold your breath. Keep your toes up and see if you can take your head up. These are just options. You can even jump back into Chaturanga, through into upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog, and you can even jump back right into crow. Those again who are in your practice. Lift your heels, bend your knees, hold your breath, and come right back into crow. Jump right into it. If you're not there yet, just your feet closer to your hands, and then just let go. As your knees come forward on your arms, you just lift your toes at the last moment. Okay, so let's do that a few times, maybe 3 times. Otherwise, if it's too much, just stay here. If you don't even want to lift your toes up off the ground, that's okay. Wait, don't need to force your mind into a place it doesn't want to go and your body resists. Just do according to your abilities and your comfort level. If you want, you can just start with the ground, knees on the ground, hands beside your knees, bring your head down, lift your seat. You can come into teddy bear this way. Lift your heels, try to get your knees underneath your knees, just against your elbows. You have to bring your feet close enough so your hips are nice and high, over your shoulders almost, and then bring your toes up off the ground. Many different ways to enter into the pose. Now, if you're done with like those little transitions, now let's stay in headstand for a while. Any variation. You can do it with a tripod, you can do it with the forearms on the ground. Perhaps if you need, you do it against the wall. Or a chair. Bring your feet against the seat, against the wall, or at the base of a chair on the legs. Your seat should be on the heel, your elbows underneath your shoulders, so they're just a few inches away from the knees. And don't move your elbows. Make sure you can take hold of the outsides of the arms easily first, and then bring your hands forward, bring your head down on the ground in front of your hands. so that when you lift your seat, your head rolls into your hands. Your hands are not flat on the ground, your head's not resting on your hands. The hands are on the back of the head, like a helmet. Bring one foot on the base of the chair or seat of the chair or on the wall. If you're on the wall, your foot should be about the height of the hip. So, and then your other leg can go back. Try to hang the foot as low as possible, like a low-hanging fruit, so that the feet eventually are in the same line with the hips. And then as you feel comfortable, you can pull your toes away from the seat of the chair or the wall. Remember, you have to be close enough to the wall so you're not reaching for the wall. If you're reaching for the wall, if you're too far away, you tend to want to, that's what you're trying to do. You tend to want to stay in the wall, but you're trying to eventually get off the wall. If you're having trouble with your neck, you don't want to have your head on the ground, you can even try it with your head off the wall, off the ground. You can open up your hands, the palms flat on the ground, and then keep one foot on the wall and try to develop the strength. You don't have to take your feet up off the wall if that's not comfortable for you. Those of you who are okay with other variations, you can go ahead now. Try to lift your head off the ground. You can do lotus pose. Move in a way again that is not going to bring the mind into a state of agitation and activity. Keep your mind clear and quiet. "30 more seconds on whatever you're working on. And then, with control, make your way down. You can split your legs and come back into a tuck and come back down. Child's pose. Rest the body for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Slide your arms forward. Glide between the arms. Into your cobra. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Jump your feet to the hands. Into a squat again, chair pose. Your shoulders in line with your hips, your hands in front and in line with your shoulders. If you can, lift your heels up. Keep your back straight like you're sliding your back down a wall and come down slowly. Nice and slow with control. Your seat right on the heels. Tuck your chin in, your seat lands behind your heels. And go back into plow pose. Now just once you're there, if you feel like you need to have a more restorative pose, your seat can be behind the shoulders, your knees just softly resting on your shoulders. If you can try to bring your seat up higher. Move your hands behind your back, join the heels and palms together. Try to move your arms closer in so your elbows come close together. From the front, you can't see your arms at all. Then take your hands onto your back. If you like, bring the legs up. If you can, into shoulder stand. Those you have a lotus, you can do it now. Bring your feet a little bit over your head, and then you can use your hands to help you. Now you want to have your knees higher than the hips if you're doing your lotus, if you can. Once you're in a pose, be still. Bring your attention beyond the body, the mind, and emotions. These are not you. going into plow or pindasana. If you have a lotus, you can go ahead and do that. If you can wrap your arms around the legs, feel free to. Your hands joined underneath your seat. If you don't have a lotus, bring your feet behind your head again. You can either keep them way away from your head, legs straight, or drop your thighs against your body, Karna Pidasana, your knees on either side of the head. Squeeze them into the ears so as to prevent distractions from entering into the ears. Close the eyes, withdraw from your senses. This helps you to be able to concentrate more. The attention is at the space between the eyebrows. Getting ready to come out of the pose. Your hands behind the back, palms down. Try to move your hands close as possible so the thumbs are touching, index fingers are touching. Lower down slowly with control. Press into your arms to control the speed so you don't come crashing down. Your legs keep with your body as long as possible. Once they start to detach, keep your legs straight and start to bring them down. Stop when you're halfway down. When you're there, press into your arms and lift your back up off the ground. Move your elbows in a little bit closer. Push your chest up. See if you can get the top of the head to the ground. If this is too much, keep your legs up. Bring your feet all the way down to the ground. Now breathe very fast to the nose like a sniffing dog. Make the belly jump. Now resume normal breathing. Bring your feet right close to your seat. You have the choice of doing bridge pose. If you have an Urdhva Dhanurasana, you can do that. Take your hands. If you're doing upward facing bow, your hands come behind your head on either side of the head. Spread the fingers. The fingers should be pointing away. Lift your seat up. Bring your head back a little bit closer to your feet. Stay on the top of the head though. And then you're turning your hands the other way, so your fingers are now facing towards the heels. Spread them apart. If you can, lift your head up off the ground. Push your chest all the way up and forward. Lift up the heels, and then you can rock back and forth. If you're doing your bridge pose, it looks like this. The back of the head's on the ground, your arms are on the ground. Lift your seat. Hide your arms underneath your body. You can interlace your fingers underneath your seat. Try get your shins vertical. See if you can sense where your knees are. If they're over your toes, you want to push into your upper arms and your shoulders to get your chest higher. And then your legs, your knees will move back behind your toes. You can see you can even bring your hands to your seat if you need the support. Now, whether you're doing the bridge or the Urdhva Dhanurasana, if you like, lift your right leg up. If you want, if you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, you can lift off the left hand or come off all but just the index fingers of the left hand. And you can even eventually see if you can take your hand up off the ground. Hold your breath. Whoops, I didn't do that very well. So push through the right foot, base the toes. So you can take your index finger on the ground, maybe even eventually take your hand up off the ground. Advanced practitioners, obviously. Bring the right foot back down, do it with the left side. Move your feet in closer to your head. And then you can still lift your leg up if you're in bridge pose as well. But you keep your arms on the ground. If you want, if you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, see if you can come into your finger stand on the right hand, and then remove one finger at a time until you're just on the index finger. You have to push hard through the left hand. Your hips have to come up nice and high, and see if you can take your right hand up off the ground, even just momentarily. Eventually be able to even bring it on your right thigh. And then bring the left foot down. Bring your back down onto the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. You can only go as far as your imagination, so cultivate a boundless one. These forms, if you don't get them in this lifetime, That's why we come back. That's why I reincarnate. So you fulfill everything that you didn't fulfill in the previous life, in your present life now. You'll get further in the next one. You keep moving forward. So, or Paschimottanasana, raise your arms up, hinge at the hips, bring your belly on your thigh, take your hands to your heels, and just keep on moving your belly. Slide your belly down the thighs, trying again to get your chest beyond your knees. If you're flexible, you can straighten your legs all the way without detaching your body from the thighs. If you're very tight, you can hug your legs to your body, hold your upper arms, and just keep on bearing more weight of your body on your thighs. Bring your attention to where you want the release to go. That's where the prana will be attracted to. And come back up. Let's do Konasana. So open up your legs. If you're not too flexible, keep your knees bent. Take all the inside of the heels and try to move your body forward. Try to get your shoulders lower than the knees, your belly eventually touching the ground before your head. So if you're touching your head, your back is rounding. You want to have your body flat. If you're very flexible, you might be able to open up, slide your heels out, your legs come straighter. If you're very flexible, open up your legs a little bit more. Try to find where the legs join onto your hips, right in the middle of the thigh, and then you might be able to find a hinging action that allows you to come down further. So you can take your forearms down onto the ground, keep reaching forward. Be careful here, don't overstretch. Remember, don't go to a place of pain and anxiety. This is not what you want to transmit to others. So again, be mindful in your practice. And then if you eventually get the gist of it, where you find that hinge action, you might be able to come back down lower. You might be able to go flat on your belly eventually. Every opportunity you get, bring the mind into a place of quietness. Bring your attention to the space between the eyebrows. Tune your mind to the higher minds, to the guru within. And now come back up. From here, you can actually lean to your left, bring the right foot, if you can, the big toe right behind the center of the seat. If it's too much, bring your foot into the root. So bend your knee the other way and bring it, if this is the easier on the knee, okay? So you can do this, arms up and reach over the front leg. The belly comes onto your front leg, maybe your cheek can come onto the inside of the left shin, and maybe on the ground, forehead can come to the ground. Telescope your chest forward. Move your left arm to the inside of the leg if you like. Slide your left arm along the inside. You can hold the foot from the inside edge of the foot. Bring the right arm over the head. If you have your leg folded back, you can still do that. Open up your legs a little bit more. Try to get the back of the shoulder against the inside of the leg. Some of you might be able to take your right hand on the foot as well. Turn your chest and face up. A little bit of a twist here. Turn your chest all the way to the right. Now come up. Right hand can come right behind the seat, left hand to the outside the right knee. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Turn to the right if you want. You can take your right hand all the way around and hold the left thigh and then just roll the left thigh outwards. Turn to the right again, push the lower back up and in. Break the pose, lean to your left, bring the right leg out, Lean to the right. Left foot can either go behind you, the big toe against the middle of the seat, or in front again. So from here, raise your arms up, hinge at the hips, come forward. If you're not very too flexible, you can bend your knee, rest your belly on your thigh. More flexible, bring your forehead maybe on the ground, on the inside of the right leg. Come back. Right arm goes to the inside. Slide your arm out as much as you can so that eventually the shoulder is just in front of your knee. You can take your foot with your right hand if you like. Left arm goes over the head. If you can take the foot, then go ahead. Push into foot. Try not to round your back too much. You're more trying to get your chest up. Open up the chest to the sky. Loose back the shoulder to press in. Use the back of the shoulder, the right shoulder press into the inside of the right leg. And open up the left shoulder. You can still do this with your foot in front of the root like this. Okay, so move according to your conditions as always. Break the pose, come up, go to the left now. Your left hand either just behind your seat, center seat, or slide your hand around. Roll the thigh out with your left hand. If you can bring your hand on your thigh, the right hand on the outside of the left knee, and turn to your left. If your leg is bent the other way, you can still do this. Keep your back straight. Shoulders down. Break the pose. Come back. Left leg in front, lie on your back, Shavasana. Make your way down for deep relaxation. Stay completely still if you can once you find the pose. And allow all the tension to just drop out of the body. Let go of all efforts. Let go of all thoughts if you can. The mind sometimes often is the hardest to tame, to bring into a state of stillness and quietness. Perhaps you can bring your attention to the breath and just try to slow down the breath. Nice, even inhale from the base spine up to the crown. Exhale back down to the base of the spine. Just watch the slow ascent of the breath up on the inhale, back down on the exhale. And if you like, you can even recite a mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, as you're going up, maybe about 5 times. And then the same thing on the exhale. Make your mind one-pointed. When the mind and the breath become one-pointed, then the mind becomes expansive and quiet. Expansive in the sense that perhaps you merge with the divine and the nature of the divine, which is infinite, immutable, stainless, and eternal.
Now it's just important to take this out into your day-to-day life so that in all your interactions and whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you think, you're trying to cultivate compassion through all this so that you always, all your actions, thoughts, and words are reflective of the ethical rules, in accordance with the ethical rules. So let's make your way back to seated position now for the closing. And we'll close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it out to all beings everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Much love to all of you. Hope to see you again soon. If you need to do more Shavasana, I invite you to do that now so that you can allow the benefits to further integrate. See you soon.